Market conditions to avoid, knowing when not to trade. This is specifically for London session. Could do same thing to a New York session, but this video is specifically for a London session. So those who trade London, this is the video on when to avoid market conditions and knowing when to not trade London session. Gotta process that real quick. But let's get straight into it. There's a lot of ways to avoid low probability conditions. I literally have a note down here. I'm reading for you guys out because I there's too much information. So let me read out for you guys. The first one is when market prints three consecutive bullish or bearish candles on a daily time frame, then you would want to avoid the London session, right? So same thing. So when the market prints three consecutive bullish candles on a fourth day, you don't want to trade London session because the market has already printed three consecutive bullish candles on a daily time frame. Other one is three consecutive bearish candles, and you don't want to be trading the fourth day on London session. It's a lower probability day, low probability time to trade, right? So what's a low probability time? It basically decreases your trades going on your odd, right? Other one is after FOMC event that produces a extreme range. So when FOMC like this today produces the extreme range to the upside or downside, you don't want to trade because in this case, this FOMC press conference didn't do nothing, right? It just went up, just ranged a little bit. But when he makes a big move happen, like let me see if I have an example here. I'll give you guys an example here as well. Some of them, right? Would not be that. It would be this right over here. And you would want to avoid the next days. You would want to avoid the next day of a London session, right? So big FOMC candle performed right over here. This FOMC press conference. Big candle happened. Next day on any session, London session, you want to trade because see, London session did not do anything perfect here. London session just chopped off, didn't do big moves, right? Because FOMC press conference did a big, major move to the upside or downside, right? And the next time you want to avoid trading London session is ahead of NFP. Usually, when usually when there's NFP happening, London session will not be a good time to trade. Let me see if I have an example for that as well. Let me see if I have an example right over here. You can see on London session was from this candle right over here. It didn't do anything big, right? It didn't cause a big expansion to the one-sided area. Just accumulated. So it was already in the range, came back inside of the range. Yes, you would have had an entry to the downside over here, but it's a lower probability to trade, right? Lower probability time to trade. In this case, your entry would have been at 7 a.m., which is 9 million London session, right? London session, you would have actually faced a loss rather than a win because you were looking short over here. You would have faced a extreme drawdown. And you would have probably lost, right? Because it's ahead of NFP. Other ones are, let me get my notes back, or multiple high and medium impact news during that specific day. So when there's a multiple high impact news on New York session, usually London session is a low probability time to trade, right? Simple as that. When other one is when Asian session has an extreme range, right? Where Asian session or is Asian session range is larger than 40 pips. And for EAR USD especially, 40 pips is a lot, right? 40 pips is a big move, right? So that makes London session a worse condition, right? If you go back in time, let's see this candle right over here, right? This is Asian session. It did way more than 40 pips here, right? You can see the London session. I mean, Asian session did a big expansion here, right? But you can see London session was really off. You see how London session was really ass, right? This is how you know when to avoid London session. Right, I just give you the biggest protocols. I have a couple more notes. It's too much notes here, right? I can't think it out of my I can't think it out of my head, straight away. And other one is if the edge session is not visually consolidating. So that means if edge session is not consolidating, it's just moving, right? Without, because usually you guys know CBDR range and age transition range usually let you range, right? Rather than expand. So when you see age transition expand like this, London transition is the time to avoid. And the last one is absence of a CRT candle. So, and if you're trading London transition and there's not a CRT, basically with a CRT, a range, right? If you're not a range, if you're not in a range or range high, range low has not been purged, then I'll trade London session because you're gonna be trading inside of the range, and people are in the side of the range are buying and selling constantly. So you're eventually gonna get stopped out once the market goes, pick its size to go to, right? You're high definitely gonna lose, in that trade without, even the market. Let's just say you're short on that range without the range high or low getting purged, right? You short, market goes to the range low, but goes right back up, stopping you out, right? So yeah, that's just the this is the market condition you should avoid. This is how you know when now to trade London session. You could reverse engineer this on New York session if you want to, right? But it's a little bit more different in New York session. But this is specifically for London session. So this is the market condition you're going to want to avoid. And this is how you know when not to trade London session. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share. I see you guys inside my Discord. Actually, I want to chat with you, I want to say something to you, man. I want to say something to you. I see you inside my Discord. I got something very nice, saucy thing for you. I see you inside my Discord. Link description down below. See you inside.